Namaste, Jai Bharat. Hatred multiplies. When hatred, if you put in someone, if there's a hatred in someone's mind, as a matter of fact, the person who carries hatred around the clock. His expression of hatred may be occasional, wherever he gets a chance. But what's in his mind, the hatred, it functions, hibernates and functions around the clock. So if you just imagine a situation where a society, right from the childhood, when hatred is put in their minds, what will come out of such society? You may understand what I am trying to point at. I am trying to speak about the society of Pakistan. The Maulavis who teach, I don't know what, and most likely they also don't know what. The Maulavis who teach there in the madrasas, they continuously and constantly puts hatred in the minds of the children. Hatred against Bharats to begin with, and hatred against Hindus, next step, and hatred against all Kafirs, the non-believers, and that doesn't stop there. That's the point. That doesn't stop there. Hatred among different sects who believe in Islam, who are different from their own sects. So just think about how hatred multiplies. And with such hatred, when a person grows up, you just imagine an entire society grows up like that. An entire society develops like that. It's almost 100 years, short of 30 years or something like that, but still, this long period of hate mongering. And you just, there are so many Pakistani YouTubers these days, they're missing because they have been subjected to so many restrictions, most likely because they live in their own land and speak for Bharat. That's for money, that's a different thing, but nonetheless, they will have difficulties. So these days we don't see much of them. There are some interesting YouTubers in Pakistan who will go and ask questions repeatedly, public reaction video, something like that, it's called. And then I've seen a couple of videos where questions are asked to children. The child of Pakistan, the child of Bharat. Same question is asked to them. What do you think of Pakistan from Bharat? He doesn't give any negative answer. He will never say they are our enemies and they should be destroyed. But invariably, almost everyone of the Pakistani child says, "Oh, the dushman deshe, oh, the dushman deshe." He has something in his hand, a small thing, and he says, "I'll take this and go there and blow them up. Maar denge, maar denge." A child can't say all these things just spontaneously from his own thoughts. He has been induced with such thoughts. Of course, with an authoritative religion, it becomes stronger and it becomes permanent, and you can't take it away from their minds. The hatred, dislike to other things makes them uncomfortable. And another problem with them is there's such an indisciplined society. No one can control them. No one can control them. And that's perhaps the reason that the army in Pakistan is taking upper hand, because the civil administration can't control them. There should be some kind of inbuilt self-restraining mechanism in the human being. That's what you are called as a social being, otherwise you're not a social being. When you don't have a self-controlling mechanism within, what's the difference between you as a human, you mean anyone as a human, and as an animal? So this Maulavi kind of education has destroyed the society. Almost as it stands today, beyond redemption. Beyond redemption. And who suffers? The entire society suffers. The entire society suffers. Nothing much can be done as it is now. This had been going on for all these 77, 78 to 80 years. And of course, this hate mongering or hate implantation had started in 1857. That's the point. What got started in 1857 after the first struggle for independence in Bharat I'm respectful to Sudhindra Veer Savarkar because he coined that expression, first struggle for independence. Pranam to him in memories. From that time onwards, the separatist elements started functioning in all modes, in all possible modes in society. So this hate implanting business started then. Many of them must be doing it inadvertently, but that doesn't help. Inadvertently doing doesn't mean that the impact is going to be any different. Many of them must be doing it deliberately. Pick up the personalities who acted after 1857 struggle for independence. Look at Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Then they imported Jamaluddin Afghani, who was never an Afghani, he's an Iranian. He is from Tehran. Because the Shia wanted to disguise his Shia identity as a Sunni, so he just put the name Afghani in his own name. But he even had not visited Afghanistan. Only twice in his life it seems he has visited. And the second name, the Amir of Afghan, ousted him. So such personalities you see. And some innocent personalities like Abdul Halim Sharar. He wrote novels, fictions with actual history characters, glorifying the Mughals. That that had become very bad in Bharat, glorifying the Mughals as great. That, of course, many have done it wantingly, not inadvertently. And people, those who learn it, will continue the path tune. They sing the same tune. So hatred, the very concept of hatred, which the society of Pakistan had put in the minds of their generations, right from childhood, destroys the whole balance of nature in that nation. If someone can and think and propagate that hatred destroys one, maybe someone can work towards some kind of redemption. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. We may meet again with some other thought. Namaste, Jai Bharat and Jai Sri Ram.